pleasant day to each and everyone. I am Trixie Panizales, taking up BS Electrical Engineering, a freshman of Western Institute of Technology. I would like to share my advocacy regarding globalization in Covid-19 pandemic. In a span of a year and a half, a large number of people died and was affected by the virus. Our country's economy sank down to the bottom. Many breadwinners were unemployed due to restrictions to work. A lot of families suffered from hunger and poverty. Although the government provided financial aid for its constituents, it was far from enough for the bills and the needs of the people. When the community lockdown was imposed, a lot of changes happened. Schools, churches, markets, and even airports were closed. Have you ever thought this would all happen? Never in our life, right? It all started in China and spread massively around the world. We are all aware that this COVID-19 pandemic made a big impact in our lives. I just want to say that, can the government provide sufficient funds to our healthcare system and to the unemployed workers? Having enough support and financial matter can quicken the system and process of stopping this pandemic. Also, I hope that all of us, including you who are watching this video, will strictly follow the health protocols provided by the authorities. It's also for our own sake, for us to be safe from the virus. Let's also help the people who needed help the most. For example, the persons with disabilities and the senior citizens. In this pandemic, they were not able to go out for their therapies and other health-related concerns. We can be an instrument in helping them by following the protocols to lessen down the cases and to loosen the restrictions. It's not that hard to do social distancing and wearing masks in public and crowded places. Even the little things that we do, it always matters in every possible way. The vaccine donations from other countries is also a big help to our country. Misunderstanding between countries cannot be seen right now because what's really important is we are helping one another. As a person, if it is possible, when we do have extra money, we could buy the harvested fruits and vegetables of the farmers, and we could give them to the families that are not capable of buying foods. In that way, we were able to help both parties, both consumers and producers. There are a lot of ways to help, including our nation. This includes social media platforms. Through the internet, we are able to voice out our concerns and influence others. A person using social media can be a role model in all of its followers and subscribers. A person can be a tool of change. When using social media, we must think first before clicking anything. One mistake in the internet can create a loud noise that all of the people will think that they are always right. So stay private and limit your posts. May we be aware that the internet and the social media should only be used responsibly without stepping on anyone's dignity. Lastly, in the Philippines, the 2022 election is coming near. There are a lot of personas that are planning to run for candidacy, and I think that most of them are incompetent and ineffective. They just want the spotlight of the politics. We must choose the leader that can lead us to the betterment of our country. We must vote and choose wisely. A good leadership could bring a big change in our society. Let's not pretend that we don't care about who will rule us. The future of our country is in our hands. If you still haven't registered as a voter, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and be a part of change. As I end my advocacy, I want people to know that unity and cooperation is the most crucial point in this pandemic. Without it, we would be nothing by now. Let us always remember that everything happens for a reason. Maybe this pandemic is just testing our efficiency and unity in times of crisis. Let's just be hopeful that things will be fine in time. We wouldn't want to live like this forever, do we?